What's up, everybody? We have a brand new version of Sea Viper, and she looks like she's really, really good. I am super excited to try to get a copy of her at least. As you can see from the icons there, she is now Infernal type, but she's still an assassin. Actually, I don't think the original one is an assassin, but she acts like an assassin. I think she's actually attack type and tech. So far she seems like she's really, really good. Okay, so aside from her, we don't really have much else going on this week aside from Budo Battle. So let's take a look at that and then we'll get right into doing her trials. Looking on the left here, we have Akuma, we have Trendy Kami, we have this Elena, Summer Buki, Sea Viper. So this team is looking pretty good. And of course, we have Goken and Street Poison. Then on this side, we have M. Bison, we have Korgamagala Ken, we have this Rose, we have Nero, Sagat, Juri, and Pharaoh Sagat. I don't know about Pharaoh Sagat. We got regular Elena, E Honda. Actually, this team looks pretty good. I just don't like the Pharaoh Sagat. They do have the Vega and Cammy. So aside from the Pharaoh Sagat, this team is looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So I think I'm gonna stick with this team, and I'm gonna go with that. Okay. All right. So let's get into the Sea Viper. If we go into events, so she is looking like she's gonna be worth pulling for. I think she looks amazing and she does pretty good damage. I already kind of started doing a little bit of the trials, but we're gonna go into it. So before we go into it, I realized that this is the easiest way to see all her abilities. So I already looked at her abilities, however, so we're just gonna do like a little bit of a summary. So we're gonna start off with her passive skill. And what this is doing is basically it creates one energy stack, and when you have 3 of those stacks, it enables overdrive. And when you get overdrive, what that does is that one Sea Viper does either a super combo or any combo, she enables herself to get a free super combo. So this super combo doesn't combo with your other teammates, just one hit of the super combo. So this could be good for when those times where you're like really low on speed and your meter's just not filling up, you can get like a free hit of the super combo. So if you start the combo with her, or if you end the combo with her, make sure you finish that combo before you go into her free super combo, because that's just going to be one hit. You're not going to get a full other combo out of that. Okay, so then her super pretty much doesn't really say much except that it's a hit, and it actually does area damage, but it looks like visually it looks like you're only hitting one target, so they probably have to be super, super close. Okay, so then make sure make a mental note that she's going to be a combo 2 and 3. So just so you know how to fit her into your team, she's going to be doing 2 and 3. 2 and 3 is actually pretty good because those give you some pretty good options, and that's usually given to people who are DPS. So she is doing a pretty good amount of damage, I can tell you that much. Okay, so for combo 2, she's going to have a small area kick. So in the animation, she kind of just jumps across, and then she does an additional thunder ring of damage. So that hits all the enemies, and so let's take a look at that. That is for 205% damage. And then in addition, there's a 50% chance of shock, which can stack up to 10 times, and that pretty much does 10% of her attack damage versus the enemy. So in total, with 10 stacks, that would do 100% damage. So that same kind of percentage that we see here, 100, is that a 31, 131. So that same kind of percentage, you're only doing 10, up to 10 stacks, you're doing 100%. So that's actually pretty good every time the opponent takes an attack. So that is really good. The combo 3 has the exact same thunder ring on it, but this actually targets the enemy with the highest HP. This does 5 attacks and it does 775 damage. So this, by the trials that I did, it looks like it does a lot of damage. So at first I thought it was just like the backline attacker, but it's actually targeting the highest HP unit. So usually for example, I think it's the Capra. She targeted the lowest HP unit. So you would think that you'd want to target the lowest HP unit. But I see this as a good thing. For example, if you're fighting an M Bison and you're realizing, oh crap, the M Bison is taking too much damage, you can change your target to someone else, someone that has like full HP, and you can start doing damage on that. So that's kind of one case where you'd want to do that. But I think it just does so much damage that it's just super good anyway. So it's a really good effect. And then on top of that, it has the same Thunder Ring effect as Combo 2, the 50% shock chance damage, and then the 10 stacks, the same 10 stacks. Okay, so she's looking pretty good on her own. And then let's take a look at her car effects. So for the first car effect, what that does is that it's going to do 15% more soul damage for 1 second, and it stacks up to five times. So that's going to be for her combo 3. It's just going to do that extra 15%. Times 5 is 75% if you have all those stacks. And then for her C2, this is going to boost her Thunder Ring from the C for her car effect 2. It's going to boost the Thunder Ring for C2 and C3, her combo 2 and combo 3. 10%. It's going to boost it by 10% of the enemy's total HP. So as long as it doesn't do more than 200% of Sea Viper's attack damage. So that's basically going to be doing a ton more damage. And that's going to be attached to the Thunder Ring, so it's going to hit the entire team for 10% of their max HP, as long as it doesn't exceed 200% of her damage. So that is an insane amount of damage. So essentially hitting the whole team is going to be 30% of their max HP just gone. And that's going to be every time she does a combo 2 or combo 3. So basically 10 turns worth, and the enemy's gone after that. So obviously it's not going to go that much, but that's going to have a pretty big effect on the amount of damage that she's doing. Okay, so let's take a look at her Fighting Spirit. So Fighting Spirit, so what that's going to do is it's going to affect her Overdrive. So the Overdrive from her passive ability, whenever she does a super combo with Overdrive, she's going to heal for 10% of the team, the whole team. So that's insane. So not only is she going to be doing good damage, but she's also going to be healing at the same time. Ridiculous. So imagine comboing her with the Wind Elena. That's going to be just like free heals while you're doing damage. That is insane. Okay, so the +5 ability is going to apply for assist damage. It's going to do 6% more damage till the end of the match, and it's going to be able to stack 3 times. So that's going to be for whoever she's assisting. When it gets to 10, she's going to now do 15% heal during her Overdrive. FS20, she's going to get super combo damage +5 for each of the same energy stack as the Overdrive, and that's going to be up to 10 stacks. But remember that you do spend that energy when you go into Overdrive. I think you spend 3, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to get to 10 stacks. Okay, so and then the FS30 is the same as 20, except instead of 5 damage, it's going to do 10 extra damage, and it's going to stack up to 12 times. So that is sounding pretty good. She's sounding like she's going to do a lot of damage, and she's just going to be stacking more and more damage the more you unlock her skills, and the more the shock damage applies. So I think she's going to be pretty good unit to pull for. So let's see how she does. And I was kind of already doing some of these, and she is doing an insane amount of damage. So let me go ahead and throw Abel and Elena. Kind of want to do Mad Ryu, but I think we're really going to be doing damage with Sea Viper anyway, so it doesn't really matter who we pick there. Alright, so let's hop into it. And let's start with Sea Viper. Let's try to do both her combos. So her super combo and her speed, the total speed of this team is pretty good. So look at that. She just knocked Dudley back, and I missed the combo there. The combo 1. And now again is like messing us up right now. That was a pretty big mistake for me to miss that combo one, but you could see the damage that she did onto Dudley. And she kind of does a knockback effect onto him. And look, he's already dead. And then let's do the pillar. Bam. Look how much damage that pillar does. Alright, so Dawson gone and Dudley gone. Alright, so let's kind of do that same kind of thing again. Bam. Bam. And let's do her combo 3. And whoever that was is gone. And actually, I messed up there by letting my 2 fighters die. But like, even me messing up, it still did a good amount of damage. And we still ended up winning. So she looks like she's pretty idiot proof, at least me proof. Okay, so let's go on to the next battle. This team is looking really good already. We have Beast, so that's gonna be good for speed. But we need somebody with a combo 1. So, I mean, I guess we could throw Guile in there. Alright, so let's try to do her combo 2 and see what that gets us. And we could actually do regular Sea Viper. Hit Dawson in the back. He instantly died. And look at her flying kick. Bam! Looks like she only hit Fei Long. I think that's Fei Long. Yeah. So the good thing about her super combo is that it does like this pushback. So when you have the tank in the front, or whoever's in the front, they're just going to be knocked back. So that's going to be really good. If that works against like M. Bison, that's going to be really good for opening up the back line. And then if you do the combo with her combo 3, you're going to be able to target the highest HP person, which at that point is not going to be M. Bison anymore. So she's looking like she's going to be pretty good even just on her own. Okay. So probably Geef. And I'm gonna go for, I think this was the same or similar to that other match. We're gonna go with Elena and Adon, Fire Adon. I mean, they're both Adons are fire, but I think that's literally his name, Fire Adon. So let's see if we can knock back Sagat. Bam. Oh, he just got knocked down apparently. And then finish off with Sea Viper. And does that kill Elena? Goodbye, Elena. So the fact that you're able to just like one-shot Elena right there, right away, that's pretty good. Alright, so we're going to start again with Sea Viper. Let's go with Adon again. And looks like our Zangief is dead. And right away, Yang and Chun-Li melted by that combo 3. And remember, she's doing that extra Thunder Ring damage every time she does the combo 3. Combo 2. Look at that. So that purple orb right there, that was the Thunder Ring. I thought it was going to be like a ground thing that it just emanates from whoever she hits, but it's basically an Hadouken. Alright, so yeah, we're doing pretty good here. We got 3 more to go. I honestly don't see a loss happening here. Unless we're just like really slow, but I'm just gonna go ahead and throw Cammy on there. Let's go with E Honda. And I think we're gonna go with Fuerte because I know he has a combo 1. So yeah, it seems like as long as you just stick with Sea Viper as the super combo, she's gonna do pretty good. And actually, I haven't been paying attention to the overdrive. So as soon as she does 3 attacks, I think you should have enough for an overdrive. I mean, even if you even get to do 3 attacks. Okay, so Blanca is almost dead, and so is Trendy Cammy. We're taking some damage here, but it looks like Honda's absorbing that pretty well. Alright, I'm not seeing her get into her overdrive. I did see that happen one time. But you're going to see that it's like a free, over her icon here, it's going to be like a free attack that you get. But like oh, there it goes, no cost. So we didn't get to try that out. So actually, I think once you have the 3, you need to also again do another super combo to be able to consume the overdrive and to consume the stacks of energy and start the overdrive. Okay, so I mean we seem to be getting pretty similar teams here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw Elena on there. Makoto's the only tank, unless you count Blanca. The regular Blanca is not really a tank. And then, I mean, honestly, we're just gonna let C Viper do all the work here. So she seems to be doing pretty good at that. Okay. So yeah, same thing here. I think the winning bet is to just start with C Viper. So there's actually 2 tanks on this one. Looks like the tanks aren't getting knocked back as hard as... I guess it was just Makoto. Makoto's still a tank, technically. I don't think there's any weight attributed to any of the characters. But I could be wrong on that. So let's go up with the combo 2 there. And we actually, because I went with that, there's no combo 4 left in the rest of this team. So it looks like we have our Chun-Li here. And she gets instantly one shot. So I don't know if they made this trial easier, but yeah, she seems to be pretty good. Or maybe it's also just a factor of all the units being pretty good. Usually, whenever I see Gen on the other team, that gives a lot of trouble, but so far this has been pretty good. I do like Summer Yang, but he's not really a true tank, so sometimes I have trouble with him like taking too much damage. But he should be fine. Maybe I'll just throw Chun-Li on here for speed. But otherwise we can even start with regular C Viper, start attacking the back, go into Summer Yang. Yeah, it looks like the back is the real threat here. Otherwise, there's no real threat of a... We could even combo 3 with Chun-Li. I don't even mind doing that. There's no real threat of damage. So Ibuki here is going to be doing the extra damage regardless of where she is. And she's dead, so guess she's not going to be doing that. Alright, so that looks like it hit T-Hawk instead of Sakura. But it may have just been because they kind of just stacked up on top of each other. But I mean, at this point, it's pretty much over for Sakura. She's not going to be able to do much on her own. It looks like she's taking a lot of hits there, so maybe I did hit her last time and she just shielded against that. But all in all, that was one of the easiest trials. C Viper is amazing. Chief Viper, so originally she's Crimson Viper, so she's still got the C, but she's Chief Viper now. Honestly, the only thing I don't like about her is her art is not the best. And honestly, the part that I don't like about it is the weird expression on her face. Other than that, I think plenty of fan service there. The coat, the sprite looks really good. The coat that she's wearing, I guess that's where, I don't know, I think it says it somewhere, that's where she kind of stores the electricity, so that's kind of how it works. Okay, so I did gain a divination from that. Should have enough, I think. Yeah, I kind of spent some divinations before, didn't really get much, so maybe I can actually pull a copy of her. One copy might be pretty worth it. Oh, my fighter bag is full. Okay, let me empty that out, and I promise I won't do any other pulls aside from this one. Awaken, and I'll just do a smart awaken. I think I don't think it really matters all that much. Yeah, sure. We got 3 Dans there. I probably should have saved one of those. Alright, so let's try to do this pull and see what happens. 10 times. Actually, I could even do a couple of diamond pulls. I don't mind doing that. Alright, we got our first try, so definitely going to be able to play around with her. Look at that cutscene. Oh, the sunglasses look awesome. Alright, actually her smirk doesn't look too bad when it's zoomed in. It's just like here, for some reason it looks weird. So there you go, I got a copy of her. That could have been a copy of Fashion Chun-Li, but I guess the cards weren't in it for me for her. Alright, so let me leave it at that. And actually, pretty fun character. I enjoyed doing those trials, and she just seems pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with that. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, and I guess one thing is the Path of Trials is definitely going on, so definitely go ahead and do that. 22 days, so we have a lot of time for that, but it's definitely in effect, just in case you didn't see it. Alright guys, catch you in the next one. Peace out.